Well, I'm glad that's brought forth because, see, this is the isness life is. So we've been brought up with all these, ideas, stories, rumors, etc. And they're just a lot of hocus pocus. And it just keeps us in our mental world, an emotional state of attachment with these ideas that we don't need. And so we keep chasing these things actually into future lifetimes. And as we just give up everything and start recognizing what life is, and then wait to see every moment what shows up. That's real. Practice doing that. Give up everything and wait to see what shows up and decide what you want to do. Now I'm going to tell a little story, real short here, and that is about 4 years ago when we came here. We've been here almost 5 years, but about 4 years ago, I had an experience on a piece of land on the beach where we go to the beach. And Paul was on the real side, and he had somebody with him. It was a short woman, shorter than him because Paul is short. And I didn't know who this was at the time because I couldn't see who it was and there was no impressions. And so I just let it go. And then now, in the last year, I have met this woman and finally recognized her. She was the one Paul was showing me, and her name is Rosa, and she's a realtor, and she's going to help me buy that land that Paul was standing on. So we need to just let go and just be ready for each new moment. And because it's all done, no more wishing, hoping, and praying. This is where it's all becomes distractions. You don't need that anymore. And all the healing and all this stuff and the Reiki and the yoga and all this stuff. Yeah, go do it for yourself. But it's a lot of hocus pocus. All of it is. Yeah, meditation and all these things. They're all hocus pocus. Look at it like the air and the wind you breathe. That's the isness. It already is. There's no hocus pocus with it. So you don't have to be distracted. We're all beings in light, in life. And what's most important is forgetting yourself and focus on what all life is. Then you're taken care of. Just like children. Children don't really think of themselves. They look to their parents. So as you look to the isness life is, you're taken care of. You're the experiencer. Forget yourself, because when you're always thinking of yourself, or I want this, or I want to do this, whatever, that's a personal self. That's not your real awareness. Your real awareness is not concerned. It's like the air you breathe. It's a lot more fun. So we've went through all these ideas, and you know what? You don't need them. You don't even need to think. You know what to do. Just do it. So have your intent with the isness. It's already there, and little by little, like a tree growing, it starts to show itself. You can't take it all at once. Little by little. Keep it simple. I'm glad he brought this experience up. It's very good. Let people know. It's about the isness. Everything is already complete. And you take it one step at a time, just like you eat one meal a day. You see? You don't need 100 meals for the whole year. You don't need 100 meals in one day. Every day you have your meal, just like that. And then you're okay. Got to practice. The whole thing is, people are looking for an answer. See, it's not about getting an answer. You ask the question, the old idea, ask the master, and then he answers your question. Well, that doesn't do it, because you keep asking questions. Learn to do it. Learn to be like the sun shining and forget yourself. And then you'll be fine. We have to have many experiences to eventually understand what to do so that we're okay. It's all okay. So at first we fight, we're afraid, we go through all these things, and that's okay. And then eventually we see what to do, that we don't have to do that anymore, you see? Because now we're aware. So this is part of the process. So it's all good. And this is why it's good to share. So just like, his experience with the wishing and the asking, that's okay. So now he knows that it's all in isness. So what do? We focus on recognizing what life is instead of begging some God or some idea, or the idea is ask the universe. What are you asking? A bunch of rocks in space? What to do? That's pretty duh, isn't it? Life is awareness. We know that now, so we don't have to ask the rocks anymore for what we want, right? Yeah. When you say the universe, look at the metaphysical people. They're always saying, ask the universe and it will provide. So all of a sudden, we get a whole lot of rocks from the sky. Wow. That's scary. Watch out what you ask for. Yeah, because you might get rocks from the sky. Yeah, it's an isness to be recognized. It's effortless. You just recognize it. You recognize how wonderful all is. Ta-da, every new moment. See what we're learning here, taken years to get here. But at first, people think in their mind, oh, I heard that before. Oh, I read that book. Go, Ava, go. We is always new every moment. You need to focus and forget yourself. New you. Like the air you breathe. Ta-da! It already is. It's all an opera. Next act coming up.